will rise off the big money, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals? Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the LSU Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators will put toe to leather to crank us up. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tigers' return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
The give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. LSU quick to the line. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Defense might bring the house here. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Right back to it. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida's offense will have its first possession of the game. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock. Old school. 2 of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Still on his feet at the 40. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out quickly. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Gators are moving quickly down the field.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
He wants to go deep. Makes the grab. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. LSU right back to the line.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dialing up the 2nd down pass play. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, this guy's really feeling it. Of course, last week he had 2 sacks, and here he is in this one registering his first. This guy very quickly is making a name for himself as one of the best pass rushers in college football.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You've got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
And it's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route and find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
3rd and short. They've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
On second down, wants to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Gators! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. LSU quick to the line. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest...
Trying to beat the DD. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. He's loose. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Now on 2nd and goal. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. He just can't take a play off. He reminds...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ballgame.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Wiggins. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He makes the connection. At the 20, he's got space. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Gators have moved it inside the 20. Takes the handoff. It's Jennings. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Bought a little time, lets it go. On target. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Got his man! And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the pass, defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wiggins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Caught near the sticks. It's Wiggins. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He's looking for an open man on second down. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable. To the ground with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They'll try it on the ground. And the Gators get the first down.
And I don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the first down.
Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. Receivers work tirelessly. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. The Gators get enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. This offense just wearing this defense down. 11th play of the drive coming. He's looking for a man on second down. Got a man. It's Wiggins. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. The jet sweep pass. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Using his legs, it's Jennings. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might as well stick with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quarterback checking the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm going to say remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is the day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop Palmer and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The give to the back. At the 45 on his way. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, LSU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense is head.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Quarterback adapted. Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. He wants to throw. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. With the catch, it's Wiggins. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Gators will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score, your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down there and score a touchdown.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On the option. Quick toss. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away.
Number 14. On to punt it away.
Looking for a block. It's Wiggins. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wiggins. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you can see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need this stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't get it, they're done. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Wiggins. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's up to 57 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. Trying to barge their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense.
And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
31, LSU, 21.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Getting some heat. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but